Hey guys, my name's Teddy. I'm Kaylee's dad. I'm here to tell you my story. Back in late last year, in the fall, I started having really bad headaches. Didn't know where they were coming from or what was going on. Took a lot of over-the-counter medicine, just thought it was that time of the year. Until the story changed on February the 13th. On February the 13th, I was at work. Had a horrible headache, unbearable. I called my wife and told her what was going on. She called my boss and told him to take me to the emergency room to get me there quicker. He took me to Greer emergency room, which is really close to our office. And at that time, they kept me there for initial diagnosis. Then they took me to Spartanburg Regional to do more tests and so forth. Shortly thereafter, they told us what was going on, and they had found a tumor on the left side of my brain. They wanted to do surgery to see what it was and how bad it was. And as a family, we talked about it and agreed to it. The surgery went on, and they found a tumor the size of a golf ball on the left side of my brain. A few days later, after testing, they told us it was glioblastoma, which is a very serious brain disease. After being told about glioblastoma, we met with the doctor. He told us the seriousness of glioblastoma as a cancer and the life expectancy. We were shocked and saddened. We started looking at options and other things that we could possibly do. As a family, we did a lot of research on Duke University, which had a phenomenal reputation for surgery, recovery, and life expectancy. We found Dr. Alan Freeman, who was world known and has done a lot of surgery on a lot of famous people, and his reputation is phenomenal. We went to Duke initially and met with him, and he told us his plan and what he could do. Of course, we were excited and couldn't wait to come back and have surgery, believe it or not. Shortly thereafter, we came back for another visit, have tests, where we could look at what the plan was and what to do and go on. After meeting with Dr. Freeman, we decided on what surgery to go. He gave us two options. Number one was be put to sleep. If you're put to sleep and having brain surgery, this type of brain surgery, it could have a long-term effect on your speech. Or you could be kept awake during the surgery. How that works is when they make the incision to get inside of your skull, you're put to sleep. Once they're in there to remove the tumor, then you're awake. And believe it or not, they're asking you questions, and you're awake while they're operating on your brain. And then you're put back to sleep while they're sewing it back up. That went well. After the surgery was over, we were sent home the next day. Interesting story is we were sent home the next day from Spartanburg and at Duke University. Being a hardhead, I wanted to walk out of the hospital, which I did at Duke and in Spartanburg with the blessings of the good Lord. Finally, after meetings and many doctor's appointments during the week, we were sent home on Friday back to Greenville for rest and recovery. After getting home from Duke for a couple of weeks, we were sent back to Spartanburg for a little more tests and a little more conversations. We were sent to Spartanburg for an MRI, and after the MRI, the radiologist and the oncologist came in to tell us that the cancer was gone, 100%. Our plan thereafter was to come up with a radiation plan and a chemo plan. As of yesterday, we're on plan 10 of 30 for radiation and chemo. It is going great. I'm not sick, I don't feel bad. Some days I feel not 100%, but I am doing really good. We have been so blessed by the good Lord to be in the shape that we're in. It's phenomenal, and I cannot give Him enough praise and glory.